What's going on? It's your girl here, back with another video. Today we are going to be reviewing the Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation. I am magic, apparently the most full coverage foundation in the entire world. I saw this again on a Facebook ad and thought, hells, I need to try this. I'm a full coverage queen. I love full coverage foundation. Is this going to stand the test of time? So what I'm gonna do is the first impressions of video, apply it, wear it all day long, and I will check back with you guys after 8 hours and let you see what my skin looks like. All right, let's go. So first thing, for those of you guys who don't know what Juvia's Place is, it's a really cool makeup brand that you can buy online. Apparently they have the most incredible pigmented eyeshadows. I've never tried them before, but I definitely want to. But you know, this really caught my eye because I've heard of Juvia's Place 1,000,001 times. But I do have to read what they wrote in the website because it speaks so much to me, and I think it will speak so much to you guys as my audience. I think we all are on the same page with Juvia's Place, so check this out. They wrote, our customers are bold, they are different, they are the outsiders on the inside. Our customers are the rebels, rulers, and queens who express themselves through next level beauty, where only the finest formulas and most pigmented shades will do. Our customers are women, our customers are men, our customers have skin tones and the fairest fairs to the deepest darks. We believe in inclusive beauty, and the tribe is where we celebrate our customers that come to us from all walks of life. Yes, queen, yes! Isn't that amazing? What's amazing about this foundation is it comes in 42 shades and it is only $20. So that is pretty awesome. What I don't like about it, to be totally honest, is that there is no return policy. Buying foundation online is extremely risky and there is no return policy. If you go and look on the website, you will see that there is actually photos of women with different foundation shades on here. There's actually a chart, so you can kind of compare and see where you fit in this chart and see, you know, who you look most like. And then you can also scroll down and you can take a look at the description of the shades. So for example, Sedan is for the deepest dark skin with cool undertones. So when I look over here at this chart, I feel like I'm falling into Aruba, which is 510. So the way that Aruba is described is that it's a medium skin with golden undertone. So I would say that's me exactly. I'm a medium skin tone and I have golden undertones. So that's the one I bought. Let's pray it works. I'm not too sure because you can't try it and there's no return. So that sucks. Straight up, that sucks. I'm all for Juvia's Place. I think their slogan and their products and everything is really cool, but that's very annoying. That really does suck. So the first thing I'm gonna do, because this is a full coverage matte foundation, we don't want to add a mattifying primer underneath of that, because matte on matte is gonna start looking really cakey throughout the day. So we wanna kind of offset it a little bit. So what I've decided to do is use my Wonder Glow, which is my Instant Soft Focus Beauty Flash by Charlotte Tilbury. This is nice because it's more of a luminizing primer. So I have moisturized my face. I'm gonna apply this luminizing primer over it so that I have a nice luminous base to apply this full coverage matte foundation on top of. First things first, we gotta test out the tone. I'm a little bit nervous because I really want it to work. Okay, so keeping it real here. This is very yellow. Like I am really yellow based, and like this looks really yellow. So let's see if we can blend and make magic happen. Oh, they are not kidding when they say full coverage. Whoa, this can like erase everything. Okay, I gotta say the shade is not perfect. It is very sandy and I am not so sandy. I think that I can make magic happen by kind of offsetting it a bit with some concealer, setting it really well, and then bronzing it up so that it has like a warmer tone and less of a yellow tone. But it's unfortunate that there's no returns because this is pretty yellow, right? Can you see? Look at how yellow this is. I'm gonna use my Covergirl True Blend UnderCover Concealer. I did a review on this concealer. If you guys wanna go check it out, definitely do so after this video because this concealer is the bomb, kind of life-changing and also very inexpensive. I feel like contouring a little bit more heavily with this concealer is gonna offset the fact that the foundation is a little bit of the wrong color. Alrighty, I definitely think that helped. I definitely think that helped to color balance a little bit better. Now I don't look so orange because I have like that lighter zone through kind of the middle of my face. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Lancome translucent setting powder, and I'm going to bake under my eyes and also around all of the oily parts of my face. If you guys are new to my channel, then you don't know that I have pretty oily skin and it tends to eat makeup quite quickly. So I definitely like to offset that by setting it with a setting powder every single time I do a base makeup application. Before dusting that away, I'm just gonna let it set for a little bit just to kind of ensure that the powder does its job. So in the meantime, I'm gonna do my brows. So the way that I'm gonna do my brows today is with the LA Girl Brow Pomade. I really love this. This is amazing, and it's in dark brown. It has like kind of a very ombre brow effect because it's quite intense. You kind of have to go a little bit easy with it. If you're finding that it's getting too dark, then you wanna use your spoolie to break it up a bit. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is dust away all of that setting powder. And I'm gonna grab a matte bronzer, and I'm just gonna apply it on the high points of the face. Just kind of hoping to transform myself into more of my color. See, that's pretty good now. Now I really am my color. I felt like it looked really off when I first put it on, but after setting it and highlighting a bit, we're pretty good to go now. Okay, so I'm gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna use a cream blush by MAC in like a dusty pink with that same beauty blender. Because it's summer, I really want to give myself a little bit of that flushed, you know, dewy glow. Because I used a cream product on the cheek, I'm gonna go in with like a wetter highlighter instead of using a powder highlight. I think it will complement the product a little bit better. So I'm gonna be using L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, the Natural Glow Enhancer. I buy this in the lightest color that I can find, which is the Fair Glow 901, because I just love the brightening effect of it. As for lipstick, I'm gonna be using the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick, and this is in color Muse. I absolutely love this lipstick. This is like the bridal go-to color. I think it's so beautiful, and it stays all day. You don't even really need a lip liner with it. I take my time to really carve out the shape of the lip that I want, because this kind of makes a world of a difference. Take a little bit of extra time on your lipstick, especially liquid lipsticks, because you can really give yourself some fullness that you don't actually have. I'm gonna pop some natural lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Guys, okay, first impressions. I like it so far. I find it really velvety and smooth, and everything else that I did kind of sat on top of it really well. Sometimes when you use a certain line of makeup, when you mix it with other lines of makeup, you can have a bit of like an interaction problem, like the ingredients don't work together. But everything that I used worked. So now is wear test time. Let's wear this and see how long it lasts and how it looks in 8 hours. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, my internet friends. Let's zoom in, let's see what's happening. Okay, let's get really close here. So the only thing that I am noticing is that I have a lot of oil in this zone. But to be honest, I can't really get mad at Juvia's place because my skin is just very oily in the T-zone, and that's just what happens. If you notice here, I haven't creased, which is pretty rare considering I have so much oil here. I'm pretty surprised that it hasn't creased in my nasolabial folds. Other than the shine issue, nothing looks cakey. It looks really even and, you know, perfect still. So that's pretty good. All in all, I think this is an amazing foundation for the price. It is definitely the most full coverage foundation you will get for this price. The biggest problem with it, hands down, is the no refund policy and trying to match your skin tone. I managed to make it work because I am a makeup artist and I have experience kind of manipulating shades, but if you didn't find the right shade for you, because it's so full coverage, it's gonna be difficult to wear. So be very, very careful when you are buying this foundation. Maybe even buy a couple that you can mix together so that you kind of ensure that you have a shade that's gonna work for you. Juvia's Place, you did a good job. This is a great foundation. Do I give it a thumbs up? I give it 1 thumbs up. Not 2, but definitely 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to head on over to my other videos and watch my other product reviews. As always, I love ya!